Hello, rap. What's good?
Yo, what up?
What's good? What's up with you?
Man, nothing, man. Trying to get over this cold.
Oh man, I know how that can be. That shit is the worst, my nigga.
Yeah, it's all bad over here, bro.
Let me ask you this: You
What
feel
up,
like
though?
you feel like KD should have played last night?
Hell no. I've been saying he better not play. He should not play. And I'm speaking from own experience. That man should not have played last night, and they should not have let him play. But in the aspect of the organization, they gonna put that man out there. But own from his own crew, his own inner circle, it should have been a committee like this ain't it, bro. You ain't ready. You ain't ready. Like it almost snapped on you before, and if you go out there and play this game, it's for sure probably gonna snap on you. And that's exactly what happened, man. Like his career is not gonna be the same.
Straight up,
Um,
straight up.
when he does come back. Now he will come back, but it will. You have some cases like Jabari Parker.
hmm
You got some cases like shoot Boogie Cousins, different injuries and stuff like that or whatever. But his situation and with his frame, like that's a that's key also as well. With his frame compared to a Jabari Parker and others, he's going to for sure. It's going to take him a whole calendar year. So if he got injured now, he's not going to be able to even touch the floor until this time 2020.
Savage,
So
savage.
then so then you still have a whole summer to, you know what I'm saying, get yourself situated before you see preseason and all stuff like that or whatever. So it's kind of cool in that aspect because it gives you a little bit more time, but he still will not be the same player when he comes back. He will not be the KD that everybody knows right now.
That's a fact. I was speaking to some guys at work today, and I was even saying before he played, I was even saying, how do you go? Like my thing was this: like, how do you go from he's not playing, he's done for the season, he's done for the rest of the season? How do you go from that to all of a sudden the Warriors are down 3-1 and he's okay to play?
That's a fact.
Is he
That's a fact. And
is he okay to play because they're down 3-1, or is he okay to
hmm
play because he went through the proper rehab and he's
hmm
really good to play regardless of if they're down or not?
and
Because if they up 3-1, he doesn't play.
right, exactly. Yep.
So like I was telling my little brother earlier today, I said the thing about that is KD has to know his body. Like
hmm
um Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard set out, and some people were saying, "Oh, he's hurt," or some people were saying he's not hurt. He set out because he don't want to fuck up his future. B,
hmm
he knows his body. You got to know your body. Like regardless of what the team doctor is saying, my nigga, I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that. I'm not in a mood to get out here and try to play no basketball. You got to
Right.
think he's been out. He said out what? He's already been out for a little bit over a month.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
no practice, no warm ups, no shoot arounds, none of that.
And he's been consistently wearing a boot this whole time.
Whole time. And I'm like, why? And everybody is like, oh, I'm proud that he want to get out there and fight for the team. How are you commending that? I'm
Yeah,
lost.
yeah. Me too. Me too. Exactly. Because
You
my thing is, you've been wearing this boot this whole time. There's no way you can physically think that you was gonna be able to get out there and be the same person that you would. Now, okay, you had a whole quarter and a half, but sooner or later in that game, it was going to snap. Just one game, just because it barely snapped when you went injured. Like, thank God it didn't totally go out the first time. But then it went out when when you played in that game. It was destined. It was destined to happen.
yeah, that shit is sad, man. Because I'm like I said, I'm seeing everybody on social media like, oh, he's a true warrior, bro.
No.
Are you saying he's a true warrior because he said, "Fuck my future and my career and my life. I'm gonna put everything on the line tonight for an organization who don't give a fuck about me in 2 years."
Right. Yeah.
Like, come on, man. That makes no type of sense to me.
Yeah, for your whole career. That's exactly for your whole career. Like you was not thinking. See, but the thing for me, like KD, and you can tell KD is very much he's influenced by the masses. He's influenced by any and everybody that says something negative or critiques him. Like it very much affects him.
Absolutely.
He doesn't have the same mental of like a LeBron or a Kawhi where it's like, yo, you need to get out there, and he's like, bro, I'm not ready. Nah, you good, bro. How you gonna tell me about me?
Exactly.
I'm not ready, whatever. So it's like if somebody's like, yo, KD, you trash. KD, you trash. KD, you can't do this. KD, you can't do that. Well, then he's so much like, oh, I'm gonna show you. I can. Like, why are you so worried about what everybody else is saying?
Yeah, it was so. I guess it got to the point where he wanted so hard to prove everybody, I guess, wrong.
Yeah,
and that shit backfired. I mean, I just look at it like, and I'm looking at it away from sports. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it on the aspect of life. To say who's to say if you're not going to go the rest of your life with a different type of walk at this point?
Yep.
Because you know what I'm saying? You don't know. Like we don't know. So you don't. It's like, why are you willing to take that gamble? Like I said, for an organization. Hugo, I wouldn't necessarily blame the media though. I wouldn't blame the media because at the same time, the media has a job to do.
Yeah.
It's up to you to feed into the media. Because you got to think the media does it. The media did it to LeBron. The media did it to Kobe. The media did it to Michael Jordan. The media gonna do what their job is. You know what I'm saying? It's good, Maverick. The media is gonna do what they here to do. At the end of the day, you gotta be a man and say, you know what, like. That's like any one of us. You know what I'm saying? We know our body is telling us, my nigga, today ain't a day. Today is not a day you go to work.
You know
what I'm saying? You can listen or you don't have to listen. Either way, you're gonna sit down. Now you're gonna sit down at home where you know you good, you know you safe, or
and live to see another day. That's the thing.
Pretty much.
And live to see another day.
Point. G, what's good, G? That was my whole point. At the end of the day, like I said, who's to say if he's not gonna go the rest of his life with a fucked up with a difficult walk?
Yeah.
Because he wants to, you know what I'm saying? He wants to impress, or not even impress. He wants to show people that he's tough, and it's like, dude, fuck all that. At the end of the day, people gonna say what they're gonna say. At the end of the day, I'm not putting my life on the line for an organization who does not care about me in the next 5 years. Of course, I'm KD. I'm hot right now, but within the next 5, 10 years, and my homeboy was like, "Well, what if?" My homeboy like, "So if the GM come to you, and the coach come to you, and they're saying that the doctor is saying you can play." You gonna tell them you're not gonna play? I said, I'm not playing because I know my body. And he said, so what if they say, if you don't play and we lose, you're no longer welcome in the stadium, or we're not gonna retire your jersey, bruh. I don't give a fuck about my health and this is the thing that people don't understand. You gotta have health to do any of this shit. You gotta be healthy.
Yeah.
So now that he hurt himself again, he got a whole 12 months he got to sit out.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like if he would have just sat out the first time or whatever, he would live to see another day. His money would still be right, and his career would still have longer. He still would have a longer situation as far as a career. Now with this situation right here, you have taken a whole year off. It's basically like you going to prison.
Facts.
Now you've taken a whole year out of your life. Whatever, where you gotta sit down. You gotta sit in that solitary confinement.
Straight up.
Whatever. When you could have been out here, in this, you could have been out here in the world being productive, well,
Straight up.
being on the court, being productive, and now you have to sit down. Of course, you're still gonna get paid, all right? Of course, you still gonna have the money. The money is going to be there, but this situation though, his money is going to be different though. Like he's still
Oh, that's
like
a given. Like Hugo Boss said. Hugo Boss said, did we see him dancing and did we see him dancing before practice? I definitely saw that. I still wasn't convinced because the injury that he had when he went out, they was calling for him to be out for the season. There's a reason why.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why they're calling for you to be out for the season.
When you snap your Achilles, you are able to walk off the floor. It hurts like it hurts like a bitch. Don't get it twisted. But you are able to walk off the floor. The thing is though, he didn't snap it before the game. Before the game, it almost did the first time, but it didn't. So him being able to dance and he been rehabbing for a whole month, yeah, you able to do that type of stuff, but it still was on any second now. It can just go on any on any right twist, turn, push off. It can go because he didn't do the proper rehab, the proper time to heal, and
Yeah, it wasn't even a
doctors
proper amount of time to heal.
Exactly.
Deshaun, no, bro. Let me tell you this. I definitely know for okay, they will play this entire series. But yeah, we all know. I feel like if he would have been a healthy KD the entire series, we're not having this talk tonight about.
We're not having this conversation. Yeah, we're
not
having this conversation.
That wasn't what happened. Now they definitely needed those 11 points. However, am I willing to risk my career for those 11?
And that's the thing. Like those 11 points was the difference. In all honesty, was the difference for them to win by 1 last night. Because you take away those 11 points. Yo, the NBA, the season. We not talking about game 6 and all that. We're not talking about that right now. We talking about basically Kawhi being MVP. Basically, we talking about who's getting picked in the draft right now. Because once the NBA Finals is over with and they give the trophy out and they give the MVP out the very next day, they talk about the game. But the following day after that, they're not talking about 18-19 season no more. They talking about who's about to get drafted.
Straight up, it's on to the next one, and what I understand is it's a business, and that's the thing. I wouldn't even blame. I don't really know who to face the blame on. I just know as an adult, you gotta know your body. Like you're not physically, regardless of what anybody is saying. You know. Regardless of what you're hearing, you know your body. You know you're not ready to play. This is what you know. You know you can't play at the moment. So I don't think you should be trying to get out there and try to play right now because you're not healthy to play. Like I said, I'm speaking on longevity in life. I'm not even speaking about basketball at this point. Because I do think he re-signs with the Golden State Warriors because he has a player option, which gives him, I want to say, like $30-something million.
But he don't have a choice. He don't have a choice.
That is probably the best move for him. Trying to lead him is a waste of time.
It's a waste of time.
Waste of time.
Regardless,
and it doesn't matter where he goes. He's going to get low ball at this point.
Yeah. I mean, now it's like you have no choice but to take that 5-year max deal with Golden State compared to going somewhere else and doing the 4 years and getting the one, and getting the 4 years, whatever, they give him. But because with this injury, you're going to be out for a year. So if you think about
exactly. I'm because of exactly. He's going to chat 1 year sitting, 1 year worth missing. I mean, one win worth missing the whole year. Fuck no, it ain't worth. Excuse my language. It's not worth it. Because who's to say they even win the finals?
Right. Because honestly, to me, I still feel like it's over with. It's still, okay, y'all live to see another day, but that's it. You just live to see another day.
Straight up, bro. That's what I'm saying. I feel like he should have said. I feel like he personally should have set it up. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
And I don't like the fact that he went to play with Golden State, but I will always respect him because he's from my area.
Yeah.
The rec he used to play ball in, we used to play summer league there. So I respect him for that. because he was able to stay focused from in the hood and get busy and do what he got to do.
Right.
But I just don't agree with that decision. I don't give a fuck who. I don't care who made the call. The GM, the coach, I don't care. None of that. No, I'm good. I'm not playing.
Because here's the thing though. If he would have sat out, he looks and they lose, which they gonna lose regardless. He looks more valuable to the league, period, because they lost without him.
Straight up.
So and I that's what I don't understand. Like, why was you not okay? You trying to look good for your teammates or whatever like that. Like, oh yeah, I tried to come back. I'm trying to be hero, play this Rocky Balboa situation, and that's like you're not thinking about long term. Like, you should be thinking about your career for the long term. Now with this situation happening, you look crazy.
That's a fact.
You look crazy.
That's a fact.
And your money is messed up.
Straight up.
And your different teams that you could pick and choose from.
That's over.
That's over with. That's over with.
That is definitely over because right now it's in his best interest to stay with the Warriors right now.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Like, you stuck with them now. You stuck. Like, you was ready to leave. You already had it in your mind that you was not coming back. Now you have no choice but to stay. Off of one decision, that little moment.
One bad decision. And like I said, I don't know who made the call. I don't know who was it to say that he was healthy to play. I just don't necessarily. I don't care if it was, because you got to think from a player's point of view. What's good, bro, G?
What it do?
You think from a player's point of view. Like any of us who played sports before, my nigga, if we sitting on that bench, we trying to get out there.
Yeah.
Because we love the game. We want to get back in the mix of it. So you can't even leave it up to the player. You don't even ask him.
But I'm not messing up the money. I'm not messing up the my career for the long. Like, and I know he like ain't it don't have to be a million doctors to tell you that. Your own body, like what we talking about. You know your own body.
That's why Kawhi sat out too, partially.
Exactly.
Bro, and that's what you gotta do. Like, at the end of the day, like people look at LeBron as superhuman. My nigga. LeBron say, my nigga, I'm about to relax for a minute, bro.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm not, because you gotta think about, like I said, I'm not even thinking about the NBA at this point. I'm thinking about KD, life after basketball.
But that's another thing to think about. That's what I'm saying. KD got to take in consideration his body frame. You don't have a LeBron or a Kawhi body frame. So therefore you can't be thinking like, oh, I can do this and oh, I can do this, because I'm in the same comparison to a LeBron and all the rest of them or whatever. You ain't built like them.
Straight up.
You bony.
And
I'm surprised you haven't broke a bone in your whole career in the league already in the first place.
Yeah, because he's very, very frail.
Yes.
But it is kind of similar to the Kawhi situation, because the Spurs, I'm sure they was on his back to get him to play.
That's a fact. They were.
Him knowing his body, he's like, bro, I'm good. I'm good. Like, you don't.
And that's the reason why he left.
You don't overextend yourself for an organization who, you know what I'm saying, who could care less about. Like, it's because we all know it's a business.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all business. At the end of the day, if you can't make me no money, I don't need you. If you can't win me a championship, I don't need you.
Yeah.
But I still blame the Warriors to a degree too, because granted, as a player, you're gonna want to play. But at the same time, you saw when he first got out there, if he would have just been out there and he took Klay Thompson role and just spot up shot, you see he wouldn't have no issues. But the longer they left him in, the more comfortable he felt. And then he's like, shit, I got Ibaka on me. I know I could drive and take him. That competitive nature is gonna make you try to do more than you can, and that's exactly what happened. And
that's a fact. That's a fact.
So it was like they should have been took him out. Like, let him get that momentum going, hit those 3 shots. Cool, come sit down for a minute. They know you good, so now they're gonna play us different, and then you can find a way to adjust to that, and you can still win.
The only thing about that though is, like, even if he would have played a Klay Thompson situation by doing spot up jumpers, at any time one of those jumpers he could have came down and it would have snapped. That's what I'm saying. Like, when it comes to an ACL situation, any certain movement, any certain jump, and he come down and land, it's gone. So that's why I was like, I don't even see why you even take quote unquote any of those penitentiary chances.
I mean, I
because
get it. But I'm saying, like, even when he did that, when he had went to the floor on that play with Ibaka, and you see he popped right back up, that should have been a red flag then. Let me take him out and chill for a minute. But they still left him in.
Yep.
So, you know, it's
yeah, and see, and that's when we got to realize that it's a business. Like
it's a thank you. Yep.
It's a business. So if you're gonna play, put it like this. I'm not sure if any of y'all even watch the Washington Redskins, because living here, I don't really watch it. But it's the same with RG3. I watched RG3 limp back to the line of scrimmage, my nigga. He's limping back to the line.
That playoff game.
It might have been a playoff game. He was limping back to the line of scrimmage to call a play, and I'm like, bro, y'all don't see this man limping?
I mean, you know they do, but you know how from an organizational standpoint, we're gonna make more money if he stays in. He's tough. He can fight through it. You know all that bullshit. You know how that goes.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
They're gonna let him do it. And then when you get hurt, you know you going, oh well, you hurt. You know you expendable now. You're not worth the same amount of money.
There you go.
Contract. I'm gonna let you go type shit. You know how that works.
That's exactly how it works. That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like somebody should have been, if not, because like I said, I've noticed, especially with KD and with Wale, they are very, very emotional and very sensitive when it comes to social media, the media in general. Because they let everything get under their skin. So I want to say part of that, a part of the people saying, oh, he couldn't win unless he goes to. He only went. I got a ring because he's going to Golden State. The Golden State don't need him. They already did it before. He's a bandwagon. Like all that stuff. You gotta understand. You're on a social platform. Like you're on a major platform. If you can't deal with that type of stuff, you shouldn't even be there.
Right. I ain't gonna lie. I was one of those people at first. Like I've always been a fan of his game. He a natural baller, one of the best pure scorers in the game. But I hated the fact that he went there just because he could have went anywhere, but he chose.
Oh, let's be clear. I am still one of those.
Only reason why I respect him to a degree is because he went there, he did his thing, but he showed people like he took over that team. Like Curry may be the face of the game, but the Warriors is KD's team. Like he made that clear that there's no denying that anywhere around.
Well, I still feel that way to today. I feel like that was the weakest move that I've ever seen in the NBA.
Right.
That I've actually witnessed. I mean, anything that happened before me a long time ago, I don't know. But this, extremely weak. Only because, like I said, you were down 3-1. You allowed the other team to come back and win 4 straight games?
Yeah,
three straight games. Yeah. 3 straight games in a row. And then you go join them? No, sir.
Right.
No, sir.
Yep.
No, sir. There's no way I could ever be cool with that. I can't be cool with that.
I mean, I feel the same way. I get what you're saying. I've never been on his side as far as making that move. But that's just like how I feel about Carmelo. Like he turned down opportunities to go to teams to build to have a championship because New York was paying him $2.5 million more a year, knowing he was never going to get one in New York anyway.
Never.
Yeah, he was always about the money. Always.
I never understood that. Like he had a chance to come to Chicago a few years back when we was actually giving the Heat, some work in the playoffs. We offered him, I think we offered him like $17.5 a year. New York offered him 20. He was like, no, I'm staying. He was like, nigga, you bugging.
He should have never left Denver.
Yeah, he was just trying to get his money. He was trying to get his money. Deshaun, I feel like this. I feel like, and a lot of people bring LeBron up when I talk about KD. My nigga, it's not the same thing.
It's not the same. Yep.
LeBron went to a losing team. Now, granted, they build, but him going there, they were losing.
Yep.
Kevin Durant went to a championship team, bro. That's totally different.
See, the thing is, you gotta think about it like this. He left his team that they built around him. They grew and built around him. Like he was there before, when they was trash, and they built up. They lose when they was up 3-1 and then go to the team that beat them. And then during that same year, they lose in the same situation. Like they beat them, coming back 3-1, and then they lose. Cavs come back 3-1, come back from 3-1.
Yep.
Right.
So like if you ain't never witnessed karma, boy, you witnessed that year.
Straight up.
Definitely a bitch.
Straight up. That's a fact. And she don't miss no one. She comes at her own pace, but she don't miss nobody.
Yeah.
So
I hope she forgot about me. Shit.
Look, who you telling? Who the fuck is you telling?
So
No,
yeah,
I mean, Wade. Like I said, Wade. The Heat wasn't the Warriors. The Heat was not the Warriors.
no.
When LeBron went over there, it was not. They put up a fight, but they was nowhere near as good as the Warriors.
No,
The only thing that you can compare the Warriors to, my bad, not to cut you off, but no, the only thing that you can compare the Warriors to is the '80s Boston Celtics. To have 4 All-Stars, on one team at one time, like that's it. There's no other team that's really been like, that have basically all 5. They starting 5 as being All-Stars, possibly in the Hall of Fame.
Nobody. I mean, not since I've been alive. Not since I've been alive.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You talking about all that? What you mean? All that talking that don't nobody what fuck with LeBron? I don't know, man. Like I said, I feel like
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing that kills me. Like a lot of people say, like, "Oh, don't nobody want to play with LeBron, though." Y'all gotta stop listening to ESPN and Fox Sports and all that much, though, and reading these blogs. You ask any of these players in the NBA, yo, you want to play with LeBron? You think they're gonna be like, hell no, I ain't fucking with that? They're gonna be like, where do I sign? They're gonna be like, where do I sign up at?
They got a chance to get to the championship.
Yes, they're gonna be like, where do I sign up at?
No, Deshaun, I agree. Katie did not make it. He was in the roster, but you gotta remember when LeBron left. LeBron he admitted that it was a bad idea. He was young, regardless of why he did it. The media, of course, the media gasses shit up. The media is the reason why a lot of people feel afraid about LeBron. Like my friend, my homeboy said he can't stand LeBron because everyone calls him King James. My nigga, he ain't going around telling people to call me that.
Yeah.
Right. That name was given to him, bro. That name was given to that man. People.
And the only thing I don't like about people when they be saying all that stuff about LeBron is the fact that when they do it, he left to go to a big 3. Like, let's be honest, any real person that follows basketball, there was plenty of big 3s and 4s before LeBron ever did it.
Clearly,
come on, now. Like, you want to go there? Like, what about Boston Celtics? You got Paul Pierce,
Ray Allen,
and you got KG. Like, that wasn't a big 3.
Man, let's look at Chicago. But Dennis Rodman.
Leave Chicago out of this. That's my hometown. Leave us out of
it. Dennis Rodman did a press conference and said, "I hate the Bulls." Where did he end up?
Before even the Bulls, you got to think there was the Pistons, there was the Lakers, there was the Celtics. Before that, it was the 76ers. There's plenty big 3. I can go back, and y'all probably ain't old enough. And I'm talking before my own era when I'm talking to 76ers. But I'm saying I know my history though. Right. So it's been there just never was. It just wasn't called the big 3 though. Big 3 it wasn't named no big 3s until, let's say, not even during the 90s Bulls era. They started talking big 3s with basically the Boston Celtics and stuff like that. Or no, my bad, with LeBron. With LeBron and them, they started talking big 3 because they wasn't even really talking like that in the early 2000s.
Right. No, I think I heard it first with the Celtics though, with KD. KD, Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen,
and Paul Pierce. That's what I'm saying. That's that era.
No hype around it. Nobody.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Because even before them, they was calling the Milwaukee Bucks a big 3 with Ray Allen, Big Dog, and Sam Cassell when we went to the Eastern Conference Finals. But it wasn't really like, oh yeah, this is the new big 3 or this is the big. That ain't really where it started. I'm saying, like, with the Boston Celtics and that LeBron era, that's when they, made it like media public, like big wise, like, oh yeah, this is a big thing. This is the big three. This is the, the most phenomenal thing of this era, stuff like that or whatever.
Yeah. But you know what it was too? I think it more so had to do with social media. It wasn't really prevalent back then because
That's true.
back then I can remember I'm reading news clippings about Kevin Garnett getting a second $100 million contract, all that kind of stuff. You're not getting a whole bunch of updates to your phone every 5 seconds from 100 different applications and stuff. But like
social media plays a major
part.
They broke everything up.
They play a major role in it.
Well, because $100 million was like, oh my God.
Right.
Yeah.
Now everybody and their mama getting $100 million.
And then to get 2 of them, that's some shit.
Yeah. I mean, Kemba Walker about to get like damn near, I think, matter of fact, I think he's gonna be offered this summer. He should be offered the most money out of like in history. If I remember right, like he's supposed to get like offered like 200 from the Hornets. Jordan ain't giving him that bread though, but
I ain't mad at him. But it's like, dude, can you put a team around this man though? Like,
yeah,
they ain't gonna do shit.
Jordan ain't gonna give him that bread.
Into Carmelo.
Yeah.
Let's be clear, my nigga. 200 million, my nigga. We don't never gotta win. I go buy me a title.
Yeah.
200 million. Damn.
And the reason why he's going to be qualified for that is because of in the new rules, basically, like because he makes all NBA. That's the reason why, like Klay Thompson was mad that he didn't make all NBA, because that messed his money up. Where he won't be qualified for as much money as he was supposed to if he would have made all NBA.
That's
Kemba Walker. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I don't know though, because he's not going to be making that much money. That gives more leverage for other teams, to be like, yo, you ain't gonna be making that much anyway because you didn't make all NBA. You might as well, you know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing.
I don't see him leaving. If he gonna get the same, even if they offer him a little bit more, just to try to edge him out, I don't see him leaving because it's like, okay, I'm gonna leave, but I know I don't have anywhere close to what I had where I'm at to even potentially win another ring.
Yeah, well, most definitely.
Rings. I know that for a fact. He got that competitive nature in him. He ain't finna go to New York or whatever for 4 extra million a year to be done at the end. To be done at the end of All-Star Weekend. Like,
well, most definitely with the new rules. Like Golden State has all the leverage, because they can give him the extra year compared to any other team can give him. Golden State can give him 5 years compared to any other team can give him 4 years. So they always have the upper hand, and that's what the NBA implemented, to, help teams where you already at, to keep, and retain the talent that they have.
Right.
But I mean, in the aspect of, he can go somewhere else because he feels more valued and he would be more of the man, because in all honesty, Klay Thompson is the man to me on that team. It's not Steph Curry, because Steph Curry looks good because he throws up 50, 100 shots, whatever, and he may make 10 of them motherfuckers. And it's like, ooh, he dropped 50, but he shot like 100 attempts though.
Yeah, he made 50 points, but he shot 4 from 15 from 3. It's like, you really ain't all that impressive. That's average.
I don't think Klay Thompson stays there though. I don't think he stays after this.
I don't see the reason for him not to. It's just like how KD need to stay. It's like you're gonna get if KD would leave, he can get some money, even though he's tarnished a little bit since he's hurt. But he go anywhere else, they're gonna rush him to come back. He ain't gonna play the same as it is anyway off an Achilles. Let's be real.
Exactly.
So like, you're gonna get the money, but you're gonna get rushed to come back, and you're gonna potentially hurt yourself again. That's nothing but a D Rose situation all over again. He better off
Jabari Parker.
Exactly.
That's why I think
taking that year off and then getting that money to rehab for all that time.
I feel like I definitely feel like KD is not going to leave, because at this point he doesn't have a choice.
Right. Choice.
Because it wouldn't be smart for him to leave.
Which takes away from Klay Thompson's money. That's what I'm, and that's where it gets tricky with the team, because now it's like, he potentially, KD was gone. Like he was like, I'm not coming back mentally, but he wasn't saying it. Right. So that kept Klay around. But now with this situation, it's like, they signed him and they gonna offer him the money, and he's going to take it because he has no choice.
He don't have a choice
because he has to think about his future now. He can't think about like, oh well, man, I can, do whatever for a minute, and I can still go get another contract somewhere else and make even more money, or here, whatever. He can't think about that no more.
That's a fact. I don't think.
But here's another thing too, though, because after next year, then what they're gonna do? Because Draymond's up after that.
Yeah, but see, the thing is though, like when it comes to next year though, it'll be a whole new reevaluation situation. You know what I'm saying, for the team as far as the salary cap next year. This year was bad because they had to think about Clay and they had to think about KD or whatever, and that's two,
Right.
and they can't do 2 max contracts.
Right.
So that's the only thing. Next year when they come, when they come back and reevaluate, and they be like, "Yo, Draymond, this is how much money we got." And, we can give you all of this or whatever, because they ain't got to think about nobody else.
Right.
They, like everybody else is said and done, but they're gonna lose. It's an ultimatum. It's either it's gonna be Clay or it's gonna be KD. Now it's like, but they gonna offer KD first.
Oh hell
And
yeah,
so,
you got to. That's
yeah,
your bread and
exactly,
butter.
exactly. So now with Clay, it's like, yo, I've been here all this time, whatever, and y'all still look at me like I'm second or third fiddle. But the numbers don't lie. I'm the best thing popping for y'all. I'm saying he saved them last night once again.
Oh, definitely.
But they ain't talking about that once again. The very next day, who are they talking about? KD being injured. Nigga, I just saved us again.
I don't fully blame the organization. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I don't blame the organization fully because they only answering questions that the media is asking them.
You're right. That's true. So, that's very much true.
I just feel like whoever I feel like whoever was behind him playing is at the blame. So if he knew he wasn't ready but he still went out there, I blame him.
You know what I really think it was though? I think he got misdiagnosed.
Recognize what's good.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact.
He had the same limp from the first time. You ain't got the same limp from a calf to an Achilles. That's not the same shit. I done played football and I know that shit is not the same. So he never had a calf.
He never had a calf injury because even from the jump, that man was putting ice nowhere near a calf on his body.
Thank you.
Ron, what's up, Ron?
Somebody else saw that.
What up, Ron?
What's up, Ron?
He right, that nigga Achilles being hurt.
Yeah.
But like I said, I feel like he should have just. I feel like I said, worst case scenario, the Toronto win last night. Oh well, my nigga, you got next season. Wherever
Thank
you
you.
go,
yes.
Next season. Don't put your whole career on the line for a possibility that they might still lose.
He learned from Kobe shit. Kobe told the nigga he wasn't finna play with that fucked up injury.
A lot of people did that. Fucking
He trying to pull a Willis Reed, come out the locker room, and everybody gonna call him Jesus. Boy, you ain't Jesus, boy.
Nah, man, you sit down, bro. You take a seat, have a seat, because at the end of the day, like I kept saying, like I've been saying all day, I'm thinking about KD after basketball. When you retire, my nigga, you wanna walk in the NBA the way you wanna walk out the way you walked in, my nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what else it is too?
Never will happen. That's a professional sport.
Say it again.
He'll never walk out like he walked in. That's a professional sport.
Ever, right?
Well, he won't, but a lot have though.
But you know what I think happens too, though, because
niggas, though.
When you think about this too, like you were talking about earlier, KD, he real sensitive as far as what people say, and you already know people been saying he was soft since he came in the league when he couldn't bench 135. They've been saying he been soft his whole career. He just knew how to hoop. I really feel like because a lot of old heads that's been in the league, these guys ain't tough no more, this, that, and the third. It's like he trying to prove that point, but it's like it's a difference between being tough and a nigga being smart. You risking millions for what?
You risking your talent, my nigga. You risking your gift.
Right. You risking your family's longevity. Like, we know you good, we know you got money, but shit, if it's money on it, don't leave no money on the table. Especially not for me, because I'm gonna be a fan of the game whether you there or not.
Straight up.
Oh, that's what I always say. You fucking up the money, bro. I don't even
talk, bro. People gonna talk. Like that you can't get over that. Like all of us have social media platforms. We know this. We ain't making millions of dollars, but we know this.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta move different, bro. Like it's not like I don't care, bro. I don't care. I'm hurt. I'm good. I'm not playing. If we lose tonight, get them next year. I'm not playing tonight. That's what ain't gonna happen.
That's over with.
You gotta protect yourself because you your own entity. You're your own entity. You're your brand.
You gotta
It ain't even like it was a 1-1 situation. Yo, they up 3-1. Hang it up, bro.
Yeah, you gotta chalk that shit up. You trying to
Think about going to Puerto Rico or something next week. It's over with. Stop thinking,
just don't go to the Dominican right now.
Don't nobody need to go there. What?
Man.
Fuck no. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they should have. I don't know, man. That shit. It was definitely sad to see. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I felt bad for him.
And so, I caught the replay of it. So were the Toronto fans cheering the injury?
Oh yeah, they got loud.
The only thing about that though is I don't think people really. Yeah, I don't think people really knew because he jumped up and they walked him off, whatever. So I don't think they really thought like, yo, this man joint done snapped on him or whatever. So
they was cheering while he was on the ground still. Like as soon as he hopped over there and went to the ground, they was cheering right then.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
It's still messed up regardless. But
yeah, because I thought when people said they were cheering, I thought they was cheering to say, "Hey, you got up, you walking away." They was cheering for that.
No, they was cheering while he was on the ground.
They were cheering.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, but you know what though? You shouldn't have had your butt out there in the first place. Oh,
no, I agree with that, and I'm gonna.
That's what your dumb ass get. You should have been out there in the first place.
It ain't no way you should have been out there.
Congratulations.
Like I keep saying, that's like you going to work, my nigga. You going to work and you telling your boss, "I'm not gonna be able to make it tomorrow because I don't feel good." And your boss like, "Look, I'm sorry you don't feel good, but you got to be here." My nigga, this ain't no back and forth. You already know I'm not coming. You come in here and something happened and you got what they gonna do? They gonna find somebody else to take your fucking spot.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. You ain't nothing but a number at the end of the day.
Nigga, that's it. So at the end of the day, hey, I'm not coming tomorrow. Well, we need you to come. Hey, you already heard me. Now you can say what you want, but don't look for me tomorrow. I won't be here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People gotta invest in themselves. People gotta look out for their own self before they look out for anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, that's a $1 billion organization over there, Golden State. That's $1 billion organization. Man, nigga, they scouting kids right now. They gonna still be around once you retire, bro. They gonna be there.
They always looking for your replacement in them organizations. That's for damn sure. They either looking for your replacement and a cheaper one at that.
Mm-hmm.
Deshaun, what you mean? Keep this energy if who lose? If the Warriors lose, I want the Warriors. Let's be clear on that. I want their ass to lose.
Yeah, I want that to lose.
I don't care who wins. I just wanted to go 7 games, so I ain't got to start watching baseball just yet.
Man, look, I got NBA TV.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, Freak, you already know. I told you. I said when the Bucks lost, baseball season started the very next day.
Yeah, I watch them. Yeah. I go on NBA TV and watch them.
My season ended a long time ago, and I'm waiting to see what dumb shit.
Damn, Deshaun, we man. Nah, bro, we just don't. I'm just not with the Warriors, bro. I'm not a fan of the Warriors at all, bro.
No, I haven't been I ain't got no dog in this fight. That's the same thing, bro. But
none.
I haven't been a fan of the Warriors since they let Mark Jackson go. Like the way they did him,
they did him dirty.
I've been cool. I've been cool on them. I've been real cool on them because they, they gave Steve Kerr inherited that team. So it's like, yo, he did all the groundwork, he did everything, and then you turn around. No disrespect to anybody looking at this, but they gave it to the man that looked like vanilla ice cream. That's all I'm saying.
Straight up.
So
it happens all the time.
And it happens all the time. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I'm not a fan of the Warriors, but I got me a Chris Mullin jersey in my cart. So I mean,
Chris Mullin's the hoop back in the day, though.
So straight up. So
I've never been a Warriors fan, but Tim Hardaway when he was there, I liked him.
Of course, and Latrell Sprewell. Of course,
I like all the Warriors. Even when Baron Davis and them was back there, like them the Warriors, I like all this new shit. I don't care for it.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't. I'm a huge Run TMC fan.
Oh,
You know,
definitely.
Spreewell fan. You know, obviously Spreewell from Milwaukee or whatever. I'm biased on that. I'm a huge fan of the Baron Davis era. But it's all this news. I was even a huge fan of them, like I said, when they first got put together. And Mark Jackson, you know what I'm saying, was the coach. But the way they did him, it made me not like that team at all whatsoever. And it ain't really the team, it's the organization. Like the way they did that, man, they did him bogus.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's not
So,
right.
Deshaun, I'm going to
That's
answer
one
that,
thing.
Deshaun. Yes, I want them to lose because they keep winning. What the fuck? Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I want to see somebody else win.
Yo, shoot, you sound like a straight hater.
I was with the Lakers.
Man,
I was with the Lakers. I'm not gonna lie. I was with the Lakers when LeBron went out. I realized, okay, the Lakers. Okay, this is not gonna be this year for them. So I'm going for whoever goes against Golden State because I know
Hey,
Golden State is going. That's
but the thing is though, what team LeBron ever go to, they first year, they make it happen?
All of them but them.
Man,
No team. No, when he went to the Heat that first year, it was not popping.
I thought you meant
They
like he's
lost
going
to
to
the
the
Rockets.
finals.
They lost to the Rockets.
I'm talking about when he leaves and goes to a different team. Like when he went to the Heat that first year, it didn't pop off. When he went back to Cleveland that first year, it didn't pop off. Now this first year with the Lakers, I already knew like it's not gonna pop off. You know what I'm saying? So,
but they at least did go to the playoffs though.
but he got hurt. But that's the thing though, he got hurt. If he wouldn't have got hurt and the rest of the team wouldn't have consistently got hurt this whole year. Before then, they was fourth in the West, like climbing fourth in the West.
Oh no, that's a fact. That's a fact.
And then LeBron got hurt, and LeBron ain't never been hurt like this. And he was out like 17 games. Yo, you hang it up. Anybody lose damn near 17 games in the league, it's a wash for you.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Especially in the West.
So after that happened, I said whoever meets Golden State is who I'm rooting for. I don't care who it is. Milwaukee. Hell, it could have been Duke. I don't care.
I still feel that the Rockets and the Raptors would have been a better matchup in the finals, though. That's just me.
You don't think this is a good matchup?
Nah.
Nah.
Hey, this is very
it makes me even more mad that we lost, you know what I'm saying, in the Eastern Conference Finals because we would have did Warriors so bad, dog. We would have did them so bad.
Deshaun, you know what? I probably would, and I think the reason why I would probably still be rooting for LeBron if he would have won all these championships from 2011 is because the amount of hate that he gets is retarded.
Yeah.
The amount of hate that he gets is unreal, bro. He gets so much hate that it's unbelievable. Like I said, my homeboy don't like LeBron personally. My nigga, we grew up in Washington. We don't even know him.
I was just gonna say, how you personally hate somebody you don't know?
How do you personally hate somebody that you have never met? Like, come on, bro. Like,
I do it all the time.
What you say, Ron?
I do it all the time.
He has been one of the most hated athletes that I have ever seen in my life.
You know what I think it is though, because and this is just my perspective, but like I said, Kobe's done the same shit. Kobe took, what was it, 09 or whatever, when he had that nobody team and still went to the finals and shit. Nobody hated on him and said nothing crazy. They congratulated that man. But when LeBron does anything else, it's like, oh, he's the first person to do this, so we don't like it because it's different. It's like, it's no different from any other great player that ever been there. But everybody can't be a LeBron, just like everybody can't be a Kobe. Anybody can be a Steph. Shit, it's plenty of niggas 6'3" now.
But the only thing about that though is like people be talking about, oh, Kobe didn't have nobody that 1 year when they won. Bro, he had Paul Gasol. People be acting like Paul Gasol was dumbass. Like he was just trash. Like everybody on his team was trash.
And
Lamar, the second best player that LeBron had when they came back from that 3-1 deficit was Dellavedova.
What'd you say, Ron? Oh, I ain't hear what he said. Dellavedova was the second best.
That was his second best player.
Man, please.
So it's like that's what be like, man. Like it don't get no better than the way LeBron came back from that 1-3 deficit. You know what I'm saying? And ran off 4 straight with Delly being the second best player.
Facts.
which got him super paid.
Super paid. I agree. That's what I'm saying. Like I just think all the hate that LeBron gets is probably why I rock with him the most, because he gets so much hate, bro. It's almost like, is that even fair? Like, bro,
Yeah.
so much hate. It's pathetic, bro.
But you know what it is? People are just like controversy at the end of the day.
Oh,
Controversy is what sells. Controversy is what, gives people some sense of relevance and makes them feel like they got some shit to talk about. Because if it wasn't for that, everybody would pretty much be riding his dick.
Yeah.
When you say LeBron, Deshaun, when you say LeBron talk too much, what exactly do you mean? He sits in front of the media. They ask him questions. He responds. What do you mean? Are you talking about when he got to the media and he said we're gonna win not one, not two? Hey, Joe, it's joke time. They got
that's
two.
That's the way you should feel.
They got 2 out of the 4. You always supposed to think highly of yourself.
That's the way you should feel. You should feel you're gonna be able to win not 1, not 2, not 3. You should feel like you gonna win every year.
So you feel like we're since we his fans, we is the reason why he get the hate. He's a great player, bro. Like, you gotta. When is the last time you seen somebody LeBron size play efficient in all 5 positions on the court? And I will wait.
Last person play for Michigan State.
Yeah, because niggas was saying that shit about Jordan back when he said he gonna win 6, 7, 8 rings.
Jordan, I mean, I definitely think the Bulls would have won 8 if he would never retired. That's a fact.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't think they would. We talked about that though. I don't think they would have won 8 in a row.
You don't think they would have got them 2 he set out?
We already had that conversation.
I'll be honest.
Akeem would have got one of them.
I think the Bulls would have split one with the Rockets. I think they would have split one with the Rockets because the
Rockets
was
nasty
back then.
I would put it like this. I think they would have got they would have got the 2, but I would somewhat agree with that. It's a possibility because Akeem was a fucking monster. So it's a possibility.
Akeem, they won 2. Yeah. Akeem would have at least got one of those, and then the other one would have been a toss. It would have been a Game 7 toss up.
Right, because I mean, you got to think about the Rockets back then. Pretty much had the same structure as the Bulls. Like you said, you had Kenny Smith, you got Hakeem Olajuwon, you had Robert Horry, who was pretty much like Tony Kukoc for the Bulls back then. Anyway,
we all got to remember. We all got to remember when Jordan came back. That same Rockets team was still together.
Right.
Yeah.
And what happened?
But no. But you do have to remember though, during regular season, having Jordan there, the Rockets got them. So that does play a factor into it. Just wouldn't have been like they would have got them both times. It would have been a sweep or whatever. The Rockets got them during regular season, so I feel like that plays a little bit of a insight on.
I think they would have split them.
I mean, do we count regular season? I mean,
with a
lot of people don't.
Like that, I would say because it ain't gonna be. They're not gonna play no different.
Exactly.
Like
Yep.
You're gonna play with much more urgency in the playoffs than you will with regular season.
See, and also as well, like you talking about East versus West, so they only play each other once at each other's homes a season. So it's not going to be a big difference in gameplay. They going to play the same way they did during regular season because they don't play against each other that much.
First of all, no, sir. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about in the chat. My bad, Deshaun.
Yeah.
Magic, no. Magic was not. Magic could no way ever play the 5.
But the closest person to play all 5 positions, that's what I think he's trying to say. Because I said the same thing. The last person played for Michigan State, played all 5 positions.
I mean, So I need you to elaborate because we saw LeBron. We've seen LeBron do it efficiently.
What other player in league history has been able to play all 5 positions
efficiently though?
Yeah, efficiently. He's played all 5 positions.
Everybody has their own definition of efficiently. That's why you really can't give an answer for that. Everything's going to be opinion. There's no actual fact in that. I think that's where the problem's coming in because you may feel Magic was the next best thing to do it, but somebody else may feel it could have been fucking Larry Bird or Robert Parrish or some shit for whatever reason.
That's true.
And
That's
you know,
true.
everybody's gonna have their own reason as to why it makes sense. So I think that's one of those just toss-up questions. But I do agree that Magic could have done it.
I'll give you that.
Like Magic Jumper, outside jumper was not all that. But if you leave him open, I dare you to do it.
My nigga, who's Magic banging? Who is Magic banging in the paint with? My nigga.
Hey, Magic had a nasty hook. I ain't gonna live.
Thank you.
My nigga, you come on, bro. Are we banging to get off a hook shot in the paint?
I hope you are. Yeah, I hope you are.
Shot.
What you mean?
Bruh, we're not banging in the paint to get a hook shot off, bruh. All you need is position. You don't have to bang to get a hook shot off in the paint.
Bro, I seen like 7-8 hook shots last night. What you mean?
But what I'm saying is you have to bang to get them off. Is what I'm saying. All you need is position.
You gotta bang to get the space.
You like 7 feet, bro. You like 7 feet. All you need is position. You ain't gotta muscle anybody in the paint.
You have to bang to get spacing and position.
You gotta bang to get your position. Okay. First of all, once you get the ball in your hand at a good position, my nigga, you ain't even gotta dribble the ball.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you ain't gotta. You don't have to dribble the ball, but if you need that spacing, it's all about spacing and the bang. So, say for instance, if you catch it at the high post, you're gonna need to dribble. If you catch it on the low post, at times you still going to need to dribble. You're gonna need that one dribble, that one power dribble. Bang, you hit the hook shot.
It also depends on if that guy really has that finesse. Like Hakeem, he had the
finesse. Okay, so yeah, because it varies depending on who the defender is. So it varies.
Yeah,
yeah. Like if you got that finesse, like Hakeem, and how Hakeem and Ewing were slightly different, but Ewing had a little bit of finesse, but Hakeem was finesse god. He had all the moves.
Straight up,
Hakeem had guard footwork with big man skill. Right. So he had the best of both worlds. Right. Same thing with Magic, but he was not as tall as Hakeem. Right. That's what I'm saying. He had the footwork of a guard because that's what he was, but at the same time, a big man. That's why he was able to play all 5 positions. Hell, Hakeem could have played all 5 positions, but he was just too big. But he had the handle skills, but he just wasn't as fast.
Deshaun, but in that paint, Carmelo in this conversation. Carmelo's not even allowed to be in this conversation.
No, he's not.
He is not allowed.
Carmelo don't know defense to save his life.
He does not. That was definitely not one of his strong. Okay, KD. I'm not sure if I'm saying KD play all 5 positions though.
No, he can't.
I'm not gonna say he can play all 5 positions.
He can't. KD cannot run the point because he can't set up the offense. He can't. No, that's not his
KD
game.
Can only run 2 through 4. I don't even.
We're not talking defense.
KD is 2 through 4 for me. That's it.
And barely 2.
Okay,
I only say 2 because he can spot up, but he can also get his own shot off a dribble. But that's still more of a 3-guard thing too to me. But
yeah, exactly. Yep.
I mean, the fact that I was trying to make that if you could name five of them, we really only stamped one person.
Oh, and that's what I was saying. The next person will be Magic, and that's a major that's a major deficit in years. Yeah. In between, we talking about what was Magic's last year? 94. 95? 95.
I want to say 95.
Shit, I don't remember past 92.
No. Because remember after they lost, that's when he came out.
Okay, so I'm gonna say 93 because I think he played in that 93 All-Star game, right?
Yeah. But still, he still was not playing at that time. That's what I'm saying. That's the year that he came out. That's the year he came out, but he still was voted into the All-Star. They let him play in All-Star, but he still was not playing that season because in mid-season he had came out with the announcement. Well, not mid-season, at the beginning of the season, he came out with the announcement that he was contracted, with the virus. So he was still on the roster, but he came out with the announcement. He got voted in, and they
That's
approved
what I'm
him to
saying. Was
play.
that 91? Because I was
No. That
I was
wasn't 91. That was 90. That was 92.
Yeah,
because I got a
yeah,
jersey
he
with
was good in
91 All Star.
92.
No, he was an All-Star in 91, but he was voted in 92, but he did not play that season. That's what I'm saying. So then after that, they let him come back for us. They let him come back for a season, and then he went to coaching. He went to coaching them. No. He went to coaching them, and then he became a player. Which one was it? Was he coaching them, and then he came back to play?
You talking about
I don't remember.
LA?
Yeah, for the Lakers. Yeah,
I'm
he
thinking
coached the.
I'm thinking it's 91. It's 91 or 92, bro.
It got to be 92. It got to be.
Matt, what's the name in them won they first championship against them? That was
The Bulls won their first
91-92
one in
season.
91, so it got to be 92.
Was that 91-92 season or was that 92-90? Yeah. I'm bugging. Yeah, you're right. So that's what I'm saying. So 92.
So 92
So
was the last season we saying, right?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
92 was last
92.
year.
Okay.
But once again, remember he didn't play that season though, because at the beginning of the season he came out with the announcement, but he got voted in the All-Star and they let him play that season. So he didn't play that whole year. But then they let him come back the season after that, and he was either he played first and then he coached them, or he coached them and then he stopped coaching them and played. It was either or, but it was that same season though. I just don't remember.
That part I don't remember, so I don't
The
know.
alleged announcements. Alleged. I don't believe that shit. I still don't believe it.
What's that?
The whole announcement that when he came out with that he said he had HIV. I don't believe that. I never believed that. It just doesn't make sense.
As my analogy about it, I feel like he did because this situation. I believe he did have it, but remember, not too many people talk about it. He went to Japan and he was there for basically a whole year, and then he came back to the States, and it was like, even though he's saying he was still having it, he's still been looking like he been a clean bill of health this whole time. Now over in Japan, they had the medication, but it's not FDA regulated by the United States. So I don't know for sure, but that's what the hearsay was even back then in the 90s.
I mean, I believe he had it, but I think he also had the cure. I mean, he had the money. I'm sure he got the cure.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's why he went to Japan for a whole year, because the cure is not regulated in the United States.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, it's just I don't know. Like I said, I could be wrong as hell. I just don't think that. I just don't think he had it, but I could be wrong as hell.
Shit, I don't want to know, to be honest. As long as I don't get it, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's a fact. It doesn't affect my life one way or another. But
the only thing though is like, Shoe Freak, if you think about it, though, why would you mess your career up at that time to come out with something like that?
I mean, did he mess his career? Really?
He still.
I mean, he kind of shortened it by at least 5 years, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
Think about this. Think about him ending his NBA career, right? And then you think about the 5 years that he could have still played, the money he could have made within the next 5 years. Mm-hmm. But then you think about everything else that he did. Did he really mess up his career? Like when you think about everything else he did.
What do you mean as far as everything else he did though?
As far as like all the other business opportunities that he was able to have, going into acting.
We only talking about him being a player, not all that. We only talking about.
Yeah. So I'm speaking. So when I speak career, I'm speaking career wide as far as everything that he did.
But the thing is though, like everything that he done, even all the way up until now, that's still outside of basketball, which he would have been able to do regardless.
No, straight up.
So like AIDS or no AIDS, he would have been doing that regardless. Like he been like even getting drafted by the Lakers. Like he had it in contract where it was like, yo, this is cool and all that, but I need a piece of the pie, like of the organization. Like give me 1%, something.
No, and that makes sense. Like I said, I don't know. I just look at it like, I don't know. I feel like I said, we would never really know because what I'm saying, who's gonna really jump on my line and give us the inside scoop on that?
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's just this. I'm actually ready for the season to be over so I can start watching some of the old school basketball on NBA TV.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm just like, man, if the draft can't come no faster, bro, for real.
How y'all feel about what's his name from high I mean from Duke
Zion,
yeah, how you feel about him?
If he don't get
Yeah.
a jump shot within the first 4 years, he's gonna be just like Blake Griffin.
I think he's gonna be all right.
That makes perfect sense. I agree with that because he does not have a jump shot.
Yeah,
So do you think
he
Anthony
has a set shot. He has a set shot. He doesn't have a jump shot.
What do you say, Shubri?
do you think Anthony Davis stays with New Orleans?
No, it's
If I was him,
already
I wouldn't.
yeah. They already trying to put a package situation for him to be gone, but they should have did that last year instead of this year.
So what I'm saying is you don't think he stays if when Zion comes. There's no need. They don't want to try to see.
Well, he doesn't have a choice. No, he doesn't have a choice. The organization is already trying to put a package trade situation out there to get him goes, get him gone. It's not they're not waiting on next year where they don't get nothing for him. Like they're trying to work that out now. But like I said, I feel like they should have did that last year when he just started talking about it, kind of like how the Cavs did with Kyrie when he was just like, "Yo, I ain't messing with y'all no more," and they was like, "You know what?
We're gonna help you out."
Yeah. Say less, bro. That's what you want. Say less."
Straight up. All right, Deshaun, my nigga. But no, yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see because for some reason, I had a couple homies come by the other night, and for some reason, one of my homies is convinced that New Orleans is going to trade Zion to New York. I said, you are smoking everything that you can like for you to think that.
But even if they did, though, Anthony Davis is still not staying.
It wouldn't be no need for them because first of all, what are they going to get from New York City?
No,
damn thing.
Like
a whole bunch of complimentary players. That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, like come on.
You know what
like,
they're gonna
what
do?
are you?
They're gonna end up just like the Bulls did. You're gonna trade away a superstar, which I still don't think Jimmy Butler was a superstar, and you're gonna get a dunk champion, and two nobody.
Yeah,
I definitely think Kyrie's going to the Lakers though. I do think that. Who said that? Hugo. I definitely feel like that.
I wouldn't doubt that. I can kind of see that.
That's what I think Kyrie's going to do. I think Kyrie's going to go right to LA.
the Lakers got all the leverage right now because they got the bread and they got the young players. So it's like they don't have to give up young player asset, and they have the money to sign two max super maxes. Well, not super max, but two max deals.
And they got LeBron.
Yeah, and they got LeBron, so they can keep all the young assets. They can keep Kuzma, Ingram, and Lonzo. Everybody else is accessible to a veteran situation or a 1-year situation.
Yeah, I definitely think he's going over there.
Yeah.
Hey, did I tell you I got this in Brett?
Nah.
I still need that bronze joint, man.
Finally got one of these things in. Finally.
Yeah.
Now I don't know where to put it at now, but I'm gonna figure something out.
Hey, y'all heard about that app Sport Track?
I haven't.
Yeah, it's definitely something you want to look into. Well, not
Yeah,
necessarily y'all. Y'all know y'all stuff already, but like other people, when I be talking to them about sports or why who gonna go where, pretty much Sport Track is one of those apps where it kind of gives you like the breakdown of every team's salary cap, so you can see like who they still paying, how much they owe, what maneuvers they can and can't make, all that kind of stuff. So you can kind of have like an idea of, okay, I know so and so ain't going to New York because they ain't got the capital or the cap.
Well, they don't even have anybody. Is that the bronze one?
That's the bronze. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it though?
I need that.
Well, I can see it because you gotta say something for it to come up.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see it because I got it in the case, the little plastic joint or whatever. But
how many you got?
I got all of them.
No, I'm saying how many of the bronze ones do you have?
Oh no, I just got this one.
Okay.
Damn.
I was lucky to get this one because
allegedly.
No, ain't no allegedly. Like I was for real lucky, for real, because I told you already the story.
Yeah.
I was on the app, and I went on the app. I was on their website, and they kept crashing on me. And then I was like, man, forget it, I'm done. I just ain't finna get it or whatever. And then something told me to go look at my bank account. When I went to go look at it, it had 2 charges of the same amount, and I was like, what? And then I went to go look at it, and it was from Foot Locker. I was like, oh snap! But it was 2 charges, but they only sent me this one, and then they so that's what I believe would happen is that 2 of them went through, and after the second one went through, they shut it down. Like they kept giving me errors, but they never told me, you know what I'm saying, that I had ended up copping, whatever. So that's what I think ended up happening. It was crashing. Like, yo, you can't get no more. You can only get one.
How much did they cost?
This one was actually $18, and they don't normally be $18.
Yeah, they'd be like 12 or something like that.
Yeah, it'd be like 11, 12.
Good.
If they be from Target, they'd be like $8.99.
The Foot Locker ones be like 15 and shit.
Yeah, if it's a Foot Locker exclusive, they be like $13 and $15. The Fanatics MJ or Fanatics LeBron that I got from them, those were $15 a piece. So if it's an exclusive, sometimes they cost a little bit more or whatever. But yeah, this one was $18 though.
Rep, let me ask you a question, Rep, about them. Did you get those jerseys professionally framed, or did you do them yourself?
No, I got them done at Hobby Lobby. They did it for me.
What's the cost on them, if you don't mind me asking?
Giannis was about $250, and then my jersey was around the same. It was around the same, so it's about $250. It depends on the case, how big the case is, and then like if you do a background to it, if you do a they can do like background. They do like different materials. Like if you want like a suede material, like a suede background. Mm-hmm. If you want like a they have all like that little bitty stuff. Like on my Giannis one, like the certificate, the certificate of of it being authentic. Like I had to get that, and then they put that in there, and they did a border around it, like so,
Yeah, them joints, they look good too, man. I'm thinking about framing my Jordan jersey. That's why I was asking. My Jordan jersey number 12, because I don't think I'm gonna wear it again. I feel like the time I wore it was like a perfect time in life. I don't think I should wear. I don't think I'm gonna wear that ever again.
Do a lot of people even know about that 12 jersey though? I feel like only true sports heads and old heads know about.
Bro, that. When I tell you, when I was at All-Star Weekend with it on, the looks that I was getting, I don't know if it was people looking like, wow, I can't believe he got a Jordan number 12 jersey, or who the fuck is number 12 for the Bulls?
People don't know that. Yeah, people don't know that.
I don't think they know that because I was at All-Star Weekend. It was a bunch of young cats out there.
They don't know the era, so they be looking like, dog got on a fake Jordan jersey. They don't know.
R2K, really? You didn't know Jordan wore number 12 what was it, on Valentine's Day back in, was it 91? Was his jersey got stolen?
It got stolen, yep. Or remember when his shoes got stolen and he had to wear
the pennies?
Yeah, he had to wear the penny joints.
And I used to have those. I got rid of them. Yep, and they got the date on them.
He wore 2 different shoes, like shoe sizes. He wore 2 different shoe sizes.
I did not know that. I definitely didn't know he wore
12 and the 30. Yeah, one shoe was a 12 and one shoe was a 13.
Yeah, he was a true Jordan was a true size 12 and a half.
Right.
But I think his left he would normally wear his left as a 12 and his right as a 13, something like that.
I did not know that.
Yeah. I'm a true Chicago Jordan head, bro. I know a lot of that shit.
Yeah, I wasn't. You know what? Of course, when he was playing, I was. But after that, I kind of ventured off into dealing with other people. Like I think like my favorite player was like Rasheed Wallace. So I've been rocking with him forever.
Man, you see those you see that came out with the new all white joint, the all white patent leather joints?
Yes, I'm not a fan of the all white.
I don't like those.
Yeah, I don't like the all white.
The blue ones was decent though.
I couldn't mess with him because it was patent leather. It was all patent leather, and I know it was gonna crack. So I was like, "No, I'm cool." And with it being all white, all white
Yeah.
patent leather, I knew it was gonna crack.
Eventually,
You know
it
what
will
I'm saying?
definitely crack.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can't do, for some reason, bro. I cannot do All-Star Weekend this coming year in Chicago,
Bro, why not?
Yeah.
bro. You talk about negative 25,000 degrees, bro.
Hey, I'm from there, so it don't bother me.
Yeah.
Oh, so you used to it? I ain't used to that.
Hey man, like Cat Williams said back in the day, just make sure you buy your coat from here for
Yeah, for you, you gotta buy your coat from up north. Don't ever be from a different coast and then you go to the Midwest and think you're gonna be able to wear. Even if you like, yo, yeah, I know it's gonna be cold. You can't like, okay, I'm from Milwaukee, but now I live in Texas. I
Like, look,
can't I can't wear the same clothes that I was wearing up north in Texas. Like the
That's
materials.
You know what? And I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what? It's a possibility I might go only because from now until All-Star Weekend, I'm probably gonna get extremely cool with a lot of people from YouTube or Instagram who's probably going.
Yeah.
So you know what? I might see. And another thing is the snow. I don't want to get there and some. I don't got time for that shit. They get a bunch of snow and I get
you now.
But you from but you in DC though, like so that it ain't like you just not accustomed to the snow though. Not to cut you off, my nigga.
No,
You
but
know what I'm saying?
I ain't trying to be stuck in Chicago though.
No, yeah, I get you on that. I do get you on that.
Now, if I'm stuck at home, I'm home, but I ain't trying to get stuck in Chicago.
Yeah, no, I get you on that.
What you trying to say, man? What you trying to say?
I gotta come back to work. So that's and most most of the time, man, I'm not going to Chicago all the games. My nigga, who going to the hood? That's what I'm trying to get people to understand.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
I have no desire to go to the hood, bro.
Here go the thing though. You ain't even got to be worried about the game situation. It's gonna be 30 below. Ain't nobody trying to be outside.
Definitely not.
Busting guns in 30 below degrees. I'm sorry, like that preconception is trash.
When it's down that low, if anybody do anything, they cracking houses. They ain't cracking cars and no other shit like that. Like,
bro, and that's what I'm saying. Like if you gonna run up on me and negative 20 degrees, my nigga, whatever you want, you can have it. Because you're dedicated. You dedicated to this life, bro.
Hey, negative 30 degrees. Anything they trying to jack your heat. That's what they trying to jack.
Man,
niggas
like I said, it depends. I'm not even
jack your space heater, bro. Let me jack your space heater. That's what
yeah, I'm not going to completely rule it out, but what I do know is it's one of those situations where I gotta have something to do indoors every day.
Yeah,
because All-Star Weekend in Charlotte,
something to do.
All-Star Weekend was kind of cool. Like I'm not going to a block party in Chicago All-Star Weekend.
Everything gonna be down to see. That's what make it even worse. Though everything gonna be downtown, so it's gonna be mad windy. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yo, between the water and the buildings, boy.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm like.
Have a beard. That wind gonna you gonna have some frostbite on that beard.
Oh man,
that's what I'm trying to tell you. Is it even worth going down and coming back home to my wife?
I'm gonna tell you like this, and he can probably vouch for me. If you're not from there, Midwest in general, whether it be Wisconsin, Indiana, Chicago, whatever, go ahead and just buy you that $400+ North Face jacket. That's your safest bet.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And be real with it. And have your Letterman or a hoodie underneath that bitch too.
Yeah, and make sure you got fur on your hoodie. Don't come slipping without the fur on the hood unless you got a beard. You got to have a beard and a fur with the hoodie, Jack.
That they being nice. Make sure you got fur on everything, underwear, socks, all that shit. But no, I want to go to. I do want to go to Complex Con, but I don't have nobody to go with me. I do want to go down there though. I do want to go down for that.
If you're trying to go, let me know because I want to go, but I don't really know too many people that's trying to go. I mean, I know a few people back in the town that's there, but I don't know nobody else that's trying to go. But I ain't really seen their lineup for a lot of shit either, though. That's why I'm kind of like, do I want to pay these niggas $370 for one day? Because they ain't getting $720 for me for both. I ain't doing it.
Well, that's what I was telling Shoe Freak. Shoe Freak, don't invest into the VIP admission or any of that other stuff because unless they learn a lesson from last year, because last year people was having general admission, but they was deboing a little bit things, but they was having more access to stuff with regular admission compared to people that had like VIP stuff.
Oh
But
yeah,
you
I have
know,
no desire. I have no desire to get anything but general admission. Once general admission shows
yeah.
up, Shoe Freak will not be in the building.
But you know, I haven't been to a complex and I don't know how long. But if you're trying to go, I'll go ahead and bust that. You know, the general admission. What's that? Because I think that's what, like 180 or something.
It's something like that.
Yeah, something around that. Yeah.
I'll pay the 180 for the weekend because I'm already off. I'm gonna be down there anyway. If you're trying to
Yeah,
make that move, we can do that.
because my little brother, he said he will go. So if I can confirm with my little brother by the end of the month, well, no, not by the end of the month, but by the end of maybe if not this week or next week, if I can confirm that he will go for sure, then I'm definitely going. Because my wife has no desire to ever go with me to any like sneaker related event or none of that.
I'm already knowing. My chick, she the same way. She ain't trying to go nowhere. And if she do, she want to go shop and do her own thing.
She said, "Man, I can't sit down. I'm good. I don't want to do nothing." So, yeah, man. But I'm about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up like always. Shout out to everybody in the chat that pulled up on us tonight. I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all have a good night, man.
All right, be easy, bro.
All right, you too, man.